Sometimes it seems like your intuition stops being your best friend exactly in those moments when you need it the most. You know what I mean? Those moments when you're just not in the flow, you're not getting the signs, you're not getting any downloads, and things just aren't working out. And that's when you need your intuition the most. So, in this video, we're going to talk about what really happens there, like the main big reasons why this happens. And I'm also going to offer some free resources to get you back on track. Hi there, my name is Anna, and I'm a formally trained psychic and energy healer. Let's talk about intuition. What does it mean? Metaphysically, let's define intuition. Intuition is a direct knowing of your highest truth, whatever that is, at any point in time. So, this is information that you receive from your higher self or from source. And when you tap into it, you just know. You get goosebumps, you feel it in your body and in your entire being that that is the right thing to do. So, when I'm doing a reading for someone and I'm receiving information from their higher self, or when I'm just tapping into my own intuition for myself, in my own life, it really just comes down to one thing. What am I tuning into? And you'd be surprised, but a lot of the time we're tuning into information, energy, that we have no idea whose it is, where it's coming from. So now this leads me to the reasons why sometimes we feel like we can't tap into our intuition. And a lot of people think that it's because they need to strengthen their intuition. And I swear 99% of the time that is not the case. So reason number one is that we are tapping into other people's energies that's in our energy field. So what happens is that as an empath, we tend to absorb other people's energies a lot, like a lot, to the point where we have so much of other people's energies in our field that it becomes really difficult to connect to our intuition. It just becomes so cluttered that you think you're receiving information, energy, you think you're connected to your intuition, you're getting something, right? But it just doesn't feel right. It's not that feeling of like, I know this is deeply my truth. You don't get the goosebumps. And I made a separate video on this topic where I talk about the signs to look out for, to kind of know when you are carrying other people's energies. And I also have a free resource for you. It's a free guided meditation. You can find it in the description box below, that allows you to release this energy from your field and to recharge with your own energy. We are the happiest and healthiest when we are running our own energy. So if you do this meditation, after 7 days of doing it daily, you're going to be a different person and you're going to be much more connected with your intuition. Reason number two why it's difficult to connect with your intuition is because of weak boundaries. So when someone has weak boundaries, they don't know where they end and others begin. And what starts to happen is they start to merge with other people. And I'm laughing because this was my default mode of operating, of being, before I started my psychic training. And I only became aware of this like 2 months into my training. And it's still something that I struggle with today. So why does it become difficult to access your intuition? Well, because you are essentially enmeshed with another human being. So you have access to their desires, their likes and dislikes, their interests, almost more than you have access to your own. You lose your sense of self, and so you lose your connection to your own intuition. And what happens is that usually we start to make decisions, we start to take actions in our life that the other person that we're merged with would approve of. So let's say, for example, that you are merged with your mother. Usually it happens with people that we're very close to, like romantic partners, parents, or very, very close friends. So let's say that it's your mother that you're merged with. You're probably going to start to make decisions in your life that she would approve of. Like you start to choose a partner that she would approve of, or a career that she would approve of. And in time, of course, we start to realize this because our intuition, our inner guidance, is sending us more and more messages, and we start to become increasingly uncomfortable. This merging usually happens because of codependent patterns. This is actually a topic that I want to make a separate video about because it's something that I think a lot of people struggle with, and it's an interesting topic. So if you would like to know when that video comes out, please subscribe and press on that bell symbol notification button, because in this way it will notify you. YouTube will notify you when that video is out. Reason number 3 why we feel disconnected from our intuition is because we leave our body often. So why is it important to be in our body in order to be connected to our intuition? Well, remember, what is intuition? It's information that we receive from our higher self. So how do we receive this information? Information from our higher self, from source, is received through the energy centers in our body. So if it's a feeling, it's usually picked up by the heart energy center. If it's like a message that you can sort of hear, but not hear like how you hear me right now, it's a bit different. It's picked up through the throat energy center. If it's a vision or an image that you get, it's picked up by the third eye. If it's simply a knowing, which is usually what we refer to as intuition, it's picked up through our 7th energy center. So if your awareness is out of your body, somewhere, solving problems, somewhere in the past, thinking about what happened 5 years ago, you are not present in the body to receive that information. So the information may come, but you're not there, you're not aware of it. You're not there to receive it. It's like a bit like a radio. When you're tuned in and you're present in the body, you receive the information. It's clear, you get it. When you're not, like when you're somewhere else, the signal may be there, but you're simply not aware. You're not receiving it. So what are the reasons why people leave their body? Well, first of all, we become so used to leaving our body. We're not really using our body very much nowadays. We're kind of just sitting on a chair a lot. And it becomes very easy to get disconnected, to imagine stuff, to be in dreamland and think about the past and who knows. So it's also just a matter of habit and our lifestyle. Then another huge one is that very few people actually feel comfortable in their body for whatever reason. There are many reasons why people don't feel comfortable in their body. So if your body doesn't feel like a place where you want to be, it's going to be much harder to want to stay present. So in order to have that stronger connection with your intuition, it's not about strengthening your intuition. It's really about having these 3 things: having a clean energy field without other people's interference, having strong boundaries, and being in your body. So these 3 things make up what I call energetic sovereignty. When we have energetic sovereignty, we are in charge of our space, right? So it's not other people's patterns, energy, emotions that dictate our decisions, our life. It's our own intuition. And when we are sovereign, we can live a life that is aligned with our higher self. So these are some basic essential things that I think everyone should be able to do. So I decided to create a course which is called Energetic Sovereignty and Intuitive Foundations. So if this is something that interests you, I have a wait list that you can join. You can find the link in the description box below. If you join early, you're going to get early bird discounts and early access. So thank you so much for being here with me today. I really appreciate your presence and your attention, and I hope to see you again in my next video.